Hey babes, and welcome back to the channel. It is Benny right here with a new video. So in today's video we're going to be working on a client's nails. She wanted a French tip 3D crop nail design, so let's get into it. So the first thing I'm doing is pushing back her cuticles, and then I'm going to use the opposite end to scrape off any dead crusty skin in the nail bed area, and then I zoom in on the thumbnail to express what I'm doing better. Taking the opposite end of the cuticle pusher, I'm going to scrape off the dead crusty skin around the nail bed area. And this helps to prevent lifting, so don't forget to do this. Then I take out the dust using my nail duster. Next, I go in with my diamond flaming bead and my e-file to further do some cuticle work around the cuticle area of the nails. Then I take out the dust and then switch to my fine grit sanding band to go over our nail plate to further remove all of the dead skin and the shine away from her nail bed. We got to prevent all liftings, so you gotta make sure that there is no dead crusty skin on the nail plate, because this could cause lifting and we don't want that. So basically what I'm doing is going around the cuticle area and also her nail plate, making sure to take away the shine from her natural nails. And I zoom in on the thumbs to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. After all that is done, I took out the dust from the natural nails and now I'm using the cuticle cutter to go around the cuticle area to further get off any dead dry skin. And now I'm using the nail clipper to clip off the length of her natural nails. I would have done this before the prepping process, but she didn't want that at first, but then later on she changed her mind, so here we are. After that, I go in with my 100/180 grit hand file to smooth out the jagged edges of her natural nails. So off camera, I glued on her tips and now we're just going to clip them to her desired length. And I also make sure to check the nails side by side, making sure that no one is longer than the other, and if anyone was longer than the other, I'll just clip them off. Taking the 100 grit side of the hand file, I'm filing the free edge of the nails, making sure that it is straight, and then I'm blending the tips to her natural nails using the hand file. Some people like to use the e-file and then go in with their sanding band, but I'm more comfortable with my hand file actually. But you can do whatever works for you best. And keep it in mind that I speed up this footage, so just to make this new videos go quicker.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put.
So after all that filing, I take out the dust so that I can have a clean surface to work with. And then I go in with one coat of my dehydrator and then one coat of my no lift primer to ensure that these nails last and then there is no lifting. And now it is time to lay the acrylic, and I'm using this powder from CHB Luxury. It's called Lilac Bubblegum and it is so cute, you guys. So you saturate your acrylic brush into your monomer to get rid of all the bubbles, and then you wipe at one corner of the damping dish 2 times, and then I'm picking up a small bead of my clear acrylic powder to seal in my primer just in case I mistakenly used too much monomer. I know that my primer won't wash away. Then I pick up a bead of my colored acrylic and making sure that it's not falling off at the side and everything is on top of the nail before I start to bring down the colored acrylic to the tip. And then I place my second bead directly on top of where the tip and our natural nails meet. And then after making sure that it is sidewall to sidewall, I blend it into the existing product. And lastly, for the cuticle bead, I placed a very small bead far away from the cuticle, and then I use my brush to push it into the cuticle area. This way I'm not touching any skin, and if I do, I can just go in with the tip of my brush and wipe off the area that is spilled into. So I wanted to show you guys how I'm picking up my beads. So I zoomed out a little bit for you guys to see what I am doing, but it's basically the same thing. And I almost forgot to place a small bead of clear on my index finger, but I remembered just in time. So after placing the first bead, I blended into the natural nail bead, and then my first bead of colored acrylic goes to the free edge of the tip. And then I made sure that all my acrylic was on top of the nail before I brought it down, removing the excess at the tip of the nail. Then I saturate my brush with the monomer, wipe once, and then tapped into the powder 2 times to pick up a medium bead for my second bead. And after making sure it was sidewall to sidewall, I blended it with the existing product already on the nail. So I noticed a tiny little dent at the free edge of the nail, and then I just went in with another bead and blended it all the way into the existing product on the nail. And lastly, for the cuticle bead, I pick up a small bead and placed it far away from the cuticle, and then use my brush to push it into the cuticle area so that I don't touch any skin, and then I blend it into the existing product on the nail. And then I do the same process for all the nails. So I'm going to leave you guys here and pop back in when it is time for another step.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time you wake up feeling worse, and then you check the time. It's never what it feels like, just throw me a dime. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
He never answers me. When I call, it makes me feel so lonely. Didn't think you'd give up so easily. Yesterday and left, it feels so far away. I miss the old days. Memories of us keep killing me slowly. You don't really care, don't want you to hold me. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
If everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
Okay, so now that we've placed on the acrylic, it is time to shape these nails. And of course, I'm using my 88 grip. Make sure to check if your nails are actually dry. Check your client's nails. When you hear the clicking sound, then you know for sure that you can go on with filing. So I'm using the hand file to debulk the nails and reshape them as well. And there really wasn't anything to debulk because the application was so smooth. So after all that filing and reshaping, I take out the dust using my nail duster, and then I switch to my fine grit sanding band to do some cuticle work so that the cuticle can be blended and seem like it's coming from the nail matrix. So this is after all the cuticle work and buffing, and now I'm going over the nails with some top coat so that it is easier for me to do my nail art over the tips. And then I cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. So I mixed 2 blue gel polishes on my mixing palette, and this is the new show in the color number 72 and OPI in the color number 7503. Then I start my design with my striping brush, and I learned this trick from TikTok. Can't remember whose handle I learned it from, so that it is easier for you to do the French tip design. And I did that for all the nails, and then I cured in my LED lamp. So now I'm going in with my matte top coat to matte these nails, and then I cure in my LED lamp for another 60 seconds. And so using that same blue polish and my dotting tool, I'm creating the Croc design, and after I'm done with it, I'm going to go over it with my clear acrylic powder. However, for some odd reason, my camera stopped recording, and so I could only get one of this like filmed up. But I already told myself that I was going to remake a video just like this one, but I will be using a practice finger just to show you guys how to do this perfectly fine. So do forgive me and my camera. So this is after all of that has been done, and now it's time to take out the dust. So after taking out the dust, this is what the nails are looking like. I love this combo. It is really beautiful, and I like the fact that she chose the colors herself. These nails are amazing. So please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do like this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.